So, and when he got me with that, I was like, okay, I'm gonna add to my game. So that sweep me helped me to be a brown belt absolute champion at the World Championship. So it's a good sweep that worked for me, and I hope that's gonna work for you too. So let's go over a few details over here. So you in the deep half, the guy have the underhook. I wanna keep the tension off my elbow. Don't keep your elbow elevate over here. You're gonna keep easy to the guy climb your arm. You're gonna like slow the guy down. That don't mean I'm gonna stop the guy closing my elbow. If the guy is a strong guy, he's gonna open my elbow anyways, right? So it's a matter of time for me to switch my grip. So you gotta be quick. Open the lapel, thumb in. Now, when you switch the lapel, you wanna go with the hand inside the leg and grab as tight as possible. Watch. Tight. Now I slide my hand to the bottom of the lapel because I'm gonna need that slack of grip. Now watch. I bump up and I switch my grip under the leg. Remember, if you don't bump up, it's impossible to pass this hand over here. You need to put a lot of effort. I don't want to put any effort. Watch. Now, when I change this grip, now we're going to try to grab as tight as possible. Okay. Okay, now what I'm going to do, guys? I want to turn my hip to the side and back up. He can't do a knee cut because I have the lapel grip and my forearm is on top of the knee. Even so, he have this underhook deep, put deeper. It doesn't matter. His arm's trapped. Okay? He's gonna try to cross face because I gave my side position. Okay, now let's turn around. Look, this side over here, I want to grab his pants from the outside. Okay, put a lot of pressure, as much pressure you want. Watch, squeeze the dips, bridge, go on top. Fast. Basically, the more pressure he put on me, it's gonna be the easier to accomplish the sweep. If he keep loose, would be more difficult for me sweep than he's being tight, but I believe 99% of the guys, especially the pressure passers, they're gonna try to apply pressure over there and believing that you're gonna keep the guy down. Okay guys, now we're gonna be working one more position from the deep half guard series when the guy is straddling me with the underhook. Okay, so underhook can be a very dangerous position if you don't know how to react in time. Okay, so we already work a few sweeps on the underhook, but this one I like to call the emergent sweep because the guy's gonna apply this on you. So when the guy only have the underhook over here, here, or here, or here, is one thing. When the guy bring your elbow all the way up and he start leaning to this side, he's really threatening you with armbars, triangles, kimuras, and also the guy on the bottom, turn over here, he starts feeling his shoulder. That's a very uncomfortable position to the guy on the bottom, and in my opinion, as a half guard player, one of the hardest situations to escape. Okay, so what is my solution of that? Is the emergent sweep. It's not the ideal sweep, but it's one of the best solutions you can get for that position, right? You let the guy go too far, so you like delaying. Same thing when you let someone go to the armbar position and then you dealing how to escape from the armbar. Basically, it's this position in the half guard. So the emergent sweep. So we're gonna start over here. I have the guy in the deep half. He's gonna pull my arm and start leaning to the side, back. Yeah, sit right here. Yes, right there. Okay, so if I wait too much, I'm pretty sure I'm gonna tap. So what is my solution? He's holding my arm, I hold his elbow. My hand that was inside the leg, I wanna put outside. Watch, I lift and I put on this side. I wanna open my half guard, spin. When I spin, guys, I can't wait too much because I'm exposing my back. This position will be similar with the side control escape. I want to turn on my stomach, pull his head, and most of the time, I'm gonna land over here on his side. Okay? I'm gonna land in a scramble. The good thing, I'm out of dangers, okay? So he don't have my arm anymore. But this position is the kind of a position I would call, you gotta be explosive. You gotta bridge hard and turn hard, okay? So, That position, I'm relying on momentum to do that. So he's going over there, leaning. I escape. Okay? So that is gonna be a really strong bridge. My arm that went inside the leg, I'm chasing the guy's head. Why I'm chasing the guy's head? For the guy don't take my back. If I let his head free, I'm not gonna have any pinning position. So, arm, watch. I go over here, I wanna grab his head, turn, come up, and get his side. Did you notice that he threaded me with the hook? And the only thing over there to save me was the pinning of the head on the ground, otherwise he would climb to my back. So make sure when you do this sweep, guys, pin the head and keep the head down, okay? It's a very simple sweep, but this detail of controlling the head and passing the arm through really matters. So, look, I control his own elbow. Why I control his own elbow? If I leave my arm over here, he's gonna go for that arm lock over there, right? I wanna keep here and making hard to the guy crank my elbow, right? My other hand, I can use this hook over here to elevate to pass my arm. Or I can do the bridge technique. The pendulum, and I bridge, and look, my hand pass. You also can use the hook and help with that. He's gonna lean to try to pull my arm. I come up and I go on top. So I'm gonna show the two mechanics, the bridging one and the hooking one. So those two is gonna work really well. So look, he's on the hook, I grab his elbow. I'm gonna use my hook to hook his leg, right? If you're not flexible, turn to the side, hook. Now watch, I wanna lift, pass my arm through, turn, pull his head, and go on top. I also can use the bridge mechanism. So, he's going, look, 1, 2, 3. Guys, the pinning position over here is pulling the elbow down, and the hand on the head, you're pulling, and then you tripod. Why a tripod? The guy might try to bring his hooks over to take my back, especially if you're going against a very flexible guy, okay? So make sure to pin, pull. Now look, my shoulder's on his external. He tried to put the hook. He can even move, okay? One more time, a little bit more dynamic now. On the hook, I hook the leg, kick, come up, tripod. Okay guys, now we're gonna be working one more deep half guard sweep. Now I'm gonna do the cross collar sweep from the deep half. This sweep I can work as a counter, and I can also attack the guy. This sweep is very efficient when you use as a counter, but you also can attack the guy once more. So you're gonna go for the deep half. Why I call the cross collar? I want to make the same grip that I do from the guard doing chokes. So this hand will open his lapel, but instead of going to his neck, that's too far, open arm, keep your arms up, I want to do the grip on this pocket over here on his gi, on this pocket. So it's a really hard position to break. A lot of guys do this position in the collar, but I feel the collar is like slippery. So I want to connect my fingers on this pocket over here. So this hand will fit on this pocket. Now it's almost impossible the guy to break this sweep, okay? So how I do this sweep without being a counter? I'm gonna squeeze my legs together, control the guy's wrist for he don't grab. Make sure you don't give the underhook to the guy. So if he grab, you break. You wanna get hold of this arm. Make sure you don't hold like this. You're gonna give the guy the underhook. You're gonna use, get my pants. you're gonna use the opposite grip, okay? This. And control the guy's arm over here. It's kind of tough to the guy get rid of this arm because he don't have posture. Now guys, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna start walking and I wanna